Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So the Oklahoma Sooners headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Alabama. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Walker. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a cure.
Snags it, and there's running room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Finds his tight end. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Gonna run it. It's Walker. They were all over it. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Makes the catch at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing Russell. Spits it out to the back. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. Brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Walker. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Avant. Turning it on! And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the ground, it's Avant. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Plows his way ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Keelan Russell. Rushes on. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Quick give. It's Banks. Maybe some room here. He's at the touchdown. Crimson Tide. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. He's got 42 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. When he let that go ahead and signal touchdown. He knew it was 6.
And most of the time you hear about those 50-50 balls out wide. Nowadays, with these guys that are so big and strong and so good at going and getting the ball, it's more like 80-20. And you could see just so hard to defend the fade route.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A quick pass to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Russell. Working that wide receiver screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Moving to his left. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second and long here. Throwing Russell. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Alabama calls it second timeout of the half. They're down to one timeout left in the half. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Moves to his right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Russell will throw for it on fourth. The throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Makes him talk to the hand. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Wants to throw on first. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Keelan Russell fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Finds his target. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Quarterback showing you his toughness there. He was in the pocket. He knew he was going to get hit, and still he delivers a strike.
Long way to go on second down. They go play action with Russell. Buying time to his right. Looking downfield. Fires it incomplete.
All right, that's a play that I'd like to see the quarterback just take off and run it himself. And I love his mindset. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to throw this. We're going to get this first down. I have a play. But sometimes you just got to know, man, at this point, I'm out here on the perimeter. It's just me and these defenders one-on-one. I've got to trust in my speed and my athleticism to go make this work.
They'll move the wide receiver. Russell. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Fourth down, Russell. Still looking to his right. He'll try to do it himself. There he goes. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs. Goes and gets it. Great job. Great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Throwing Russell. Got his man. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Changing the routes with his receivers. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Again, it's Russell. Reels it in. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Snags it.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Keelan Russell. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here.
Here we go. Ready. 129.
Again, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal.
Ready. Mike 56, Mike 56. Jet. Ready to go.
Swarmed under, 5-yard loss on the play.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Russell. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On the move, it's Avant. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wants to go up top on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The snap sets up the throw. Got his man in the middle. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got there right as the ball did, jarring it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan. taking on the number 9 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Wolverines taking this fellow top 10 team to the cleaners so far. We're not even at halftime, and it's looking like a one-sided affair. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The play fake. Right down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Trying to take it back. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Throwing Russell. Caught. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. How about this? They go empty on 2nd and 2. In traffic, it's Banks. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. Offense in the hurry-up.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
They're working that left side.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Straight ahead, it's Banks. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Keelan Russell rolls right, unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the game because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side, it's McIntyre.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Hits the hole. It's Avant. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Trying to squeak through the pile. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation. Let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms. They start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless.
Makes the grab in their space. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Russell. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Moves to his right. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started. And their
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Tight end now in motion. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Moving out to the right. Fires to the middle. It's caught. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bama! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Follows his blocks. It's Hatchett. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. And here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it, there's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Fires immediately. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Throwing Russell. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Sells to fake. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Fresh center downs going to the air. Under pressure. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
And he's brought down after a short gain. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. That is their sophomore defensive end, and as with any injury, they hope this is just a momentary thing. Holly will check on him in a bit. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Caught on the RPO. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Makes the grab. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Keelan Russell. Touchdown, Alabama! Fitted in the window for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. It's inside. It's Hatchett. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field goal? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the black.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably will, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Russell. Buying time to his right. Zings it complete to the right. They've got him corralled. Alabama quickly back to the line. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Motion from the back. Russell from the gun on third down. Oh, pressure's coming. Lets it go to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Hatchett. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Avant. Gain of 2 on the play. Sets up 3rd and 8. Timeout called by the defense. 29 seconds to go.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on. Turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Caught. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down.
It's so...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. These corners going to give them some space. Rashad Downs going up top. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Sells to run, looking to pass. Fires to the middle. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.